There's a trove of unmatched power sleeping beneath each and every start button. A growing infinity of worlds and symbols, birthed by our own touch. But there is not one impossibility made real by its press more remarkable than the freedom. Life's definition promises that you're never truly alone, never free in the form you need. A promise, thankfully, only video games can break. Sometimes their immersion can work so well, it unlocks feelings you'd otherwise never be able to find. I've sworn that temporarily turning lonely at my command, something the following 10 games so efficiently grant me, is on-demand transcendence. Now, what the hell do I mean by loneliest? Any game that excels in making you feel a powerful sense of solitude, peace, independence, isolation, either scary or fascinating. I know the word is kinda scary, but the definition is far more nuanced and special. Perhaps too special for me to translate, but goddamn do I want to try. When I say, take me away, these are my invisible angels. People call gamers weird a lot, but pretty much the only instance where I can join that choir is their hatred for hand-holding. That shit's for girlfriend and killing cartoon villains. Miss Ball Gobbler don't even got hands. Yeah, it's kinda weird that we don't like help, but I agree. So just let me be strange and have that fun in peace. Okay, yeah, I asked for that. You ever just wake up alone in a dark forest? No, normally you sleep alone in a dark forest and wait for the killer spider to call you for breakfast. That's Manson's alarm clock. Praiseth be holy backlog. Was all ready to open up with Castlevania 4, but then I remembered, oh yeah, I never got out of limbo. Dark to say, I almost didn't want to. The aptly titled Play Dead's Monochrome Gem is one of the granddaddies of the Thinker's indie game, cutting out all the BS and swiftly replacing it with a whole Bible's worth of deep, scary questions. Where am I? Why am I here? Who left all these fucking bear traps lying around? Cool thing is, you never find out. Limbo's all about turning off your world and touring you through its own at whatever pace you want. No words, no faces, just puzzles it knows you don't need help with. The solitude on display is like that of an art house nightmare. It's kinda creepy the longer you linger on the questions you'll never get the answers to, and uncle of shit, CGI Simba! Don't play this if you can't even spiders. But it's oddly serene. The atmosphere is akin to a drifting thought bubble. You turn off for a bit, feel kinda catatonic, but absorb the fruits of your puzzle-solving freedom the instant you flash back. The title fits like a glove. Over and under 2 hours, but man, gonna be remembering the feeling for much longer than that. I swear pieces of bipolar affair. Leave me alone, I need to be strong. Wait, don't leave me, I need you. Which is it? All I'm reading is a sign that you need to relax. Score, 'tis one of the leading applications of that controlled isolation video games grant. Here's your controller, take a deep breath, and run wild. How does this game still kick so much ass? The silent type tends to be good at that. It's remarkable, even 4 years later, to play an official rebirth of the original Zelda's ancient freeform expanse. The unbroken promise of nothing but you, yourself, and ye on an all-expense tour through an epic, untamed Hyrule for weeks on end is a peak for the art of single player even our badass boy Link can only barely scale. Every proud joy of the Zelda experience takes to Breath of the Wild with their rawest of output. The ridiculous freedom in the progression, mechanics, storytelling, God, everything! It makes you feel so alive and realized. It's like Nature Pants retold by Tolkien. Oh, the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. This is my world! God damn it! But the Switch's open world darling has the depth to call upon both the liberating and bittersweet elements of such a giant solo quest. Waking up alone with no guidance, no goddamn clue. It's not just you. Link's eventual discovery of the distant death of his entire world. All his friends taken from him. The whole kingdom reduced to nothing but wild silence. Just take a tiny bit to reflect on that and tell me that doesn't make what's already one of the biggest games ever even bigger. God damn, I was walking to the patent office for my canned quicksand. Why you gotta make me cry? Maybe this is depressing. Or it's the onions again. I don't care what it is, I'm free! I hate when horror games chase you before it's too late. I'm gonna eat ya. Yeah, thanks for telling me. Later! Don't beckon the fly with shit, Mr. Flytrap. Be still. Let him buzz himself in. Resident Evil 8 didn't move a goddamn atom. And it's a case where the clueless fly loved being eaten. Impress me, commenters. Ain't gonna do it better than the finale of the Ethan Winters duology. My very special training assured the latest of Capcom's never-ending night terror didn't fill me with much. But goddamn was it sick! RE8 is like the hills have eyes bathing in the blood of Castlevania, making me deadass feel like Doug from that movie. A whipped wimp turned nuclear brute slayer by the pull of a bladed rug. Life with wife be good, and then some sickos kill her and steal your baby girl. It takes a village to raise a badass. The tense setup into incredible spooky atmosphere makes for a chilly thriller delivering a fascinating form of solitude. It's like empowerment through disempowerment. Sure, the place is creepy as hell, I'm all alone and my right hand is on strike, and what the jelly-filled Jesus is that? But ain't no moldy Attila the Nun gonna take my little girl. You pray every damn day and it still ain't enough. It's your first-person view through a fun popcorn horror flick. Maybe something's seriously wrong with me, but I've always wanted to do that! Dunk that Super Bowl jug of adrenaline over my head and throw me to the wolves! I'll take you all on! Logan never changes. Damn right I don't. So my appreciation for emotional intensity ain't going nowhere. I'm sure many of you expected a dose of Fallout, but why 4? That game sucks. Don't make me laugh, cause this installment sure as hell didn't. The apocalypse is easy to joke about, but what if you were actually there to see it? Bethesda's brand of new age exploration has always been about our survivalist recon over eradicated craters, and all the entries have a powerful air of cataclysmic seclusion. But it's 4 where the feeling hits like a nuke. This is the first time we've ever witnessed pre-war Fallout, a time where we were supposed to live a happy life of synthesized peace. Then the bombs drop. You barely escape the wrath of the mushroom cloud, entering Vault cryosleep for over 2 centuries, and awake to your partner killed and baby taken. I see you, Capcom, but the worst awaits. You emerge the sole survivor of your vault, and the beautiful world you just fled from is gone, destroyed, looking just like those desert planets cuddled up near the sun. The before and after is harrowing as hell. Those fucking devs finally made you feel for the wasteland you tread. And although the looting, shooting, and stat rerouting is as fun as ever, you know what you saw. That for even as savage and lonely as the world of a Vault Boy already is, finally bearing witness to what you can now never get back. Fuck. Somewhere Beneath the sea, crazed freaks coming for me. My gun expels so many shells, also lightning bolts down in rapture. Put that in your end credits, Finding Nemo. Well, fuck Nemo. I'm finding action, and the magic powers, and the political tyrant, and myself, and potato chips. I'd be damned if I slapped another Dingo Took My Baby plotline for a third time in a row. I still love and secretly prefer you, BioShock 2. Fuck you, Wambu. But the original Atlantean apocalypse shines so much brighter in the eyes of an estranged loner. BioShock is so damn fun. A partial mix of just about every form of solitude out there. Your tight-lipped journey to steer the oddly assembled Jack through an underwater city both peaceful and fucked taps into a deep pool of relaxed badassery, leaving me to my awesome guns and wacky biomagic. Oh baby, that's all I need. But it's keen on double checking on you, testing the philosophy of making your own choices, being a slave to impulse, and whether or not you fancy living as a lonely monster or dying a treasured hero. If I could only recommend one game to comfortably sample you the complex beauty of solitude, it'd be this. Scary, cozy, dark, light, classy, cultured. You may say a jack of all trades. But don't be surprised if it ends up a master of whatever you're looking for.
It is here we see the male Shiraputis anaconda.
How can you tell the sex?
Known by the locals as weird fucking snake thing.
What locals?
Asserts primal dominance against the thankfully rare astronautical man-baby.
Hey, Jeff Corwin! I'm fighting for my life here!
The man-baby puffs out its flabby chest to ward off handsome predators.
You know what? The polka dot frogs can fucking eat me! Dear Captain's Log, disembodied voices suck. Mood whiplashed yet? Good. Now you got the day one Pikmin experience. Shrinking Castaway and throwing it into an abandoned picnic. A survival drama for my little 7-year-old to die alone in. How's that gonna go? Scary thoughts, need teddy bear, tummy growling, hand kinda tasty. Mommy, what's cannibalism? Ooh, shiny red carrot. Applying Pixar caliber purification to what's a legit horrifying premise. Pikmin turns environmental exile to a distant alien planet into an ASMR episode of Brave Wilderness, where Coyote Peterson fucking dies. Existential horror meets elementary school field trip. The genuinity and Captain Olimar's oppressed humanity in his tragic isolation, privately venting to data logs, scared that he may never see his family again. It's such sincere dread, and so contagious. You almost project yourself through his eyes, with the uncharted dangers and biodiversity of the distant planet invoking primitive intrigue on the level of a sentimental caveman. Even with Big Chungus's annual snack salary at your every command, the journey remains so deeply personal and solitary. It feels like I'm all on my own, lost in a savage land untouched by knowledge. You take only what nature gave you to give yourself the gift of freedom. You know, it's kinda nice down here. I got my foothold. No real harm in staying just a little longer. Go, bitch, go! Once a man thought a world so big, so beautiful, was perhaps built with the smallest orbs. Another man agreed, but could only afford squares. Ye funny, silly square game which dominated the zeitgeist is not so funny and silly to me. Speaking as someone who's perhaps lost in his own little world a bit too much, I can't help but hog Minecraft all to myself, even with the biggest fan base on the planet, and my own awesome patrons going steamed ham in their little realm. It still feels like I'm the only player in the infinite worlds. Mojang's Jewel is the Garden of Eden God never finished. And you're him, or her, or them. trust in your options. With an amount to rival our own molecular building blocks, the untamed infinity that is Minecraft can legitimately last an entire lifetime. The emotions that single-player survival awakens are a perfect harmony of whimsically happy and mysteriously somber. Editing the whole planet to your constantly shifting liking, safekeeping your digital materials like they were truly your own, and keeping a watchful eye on the devil you know won't stop sneaking in. Combined with real-time day and night cycle, responsibility to your vitals, and ambience a damn baby could sleep to. The king of life's simulation. I feel like an independent in a land where time just began. Trusting only myself to work towards a better life nobody can take from me. The world is mine. What shall I craft? Masterclass, thy name is Metroid. I've known for a long time that inspiration isn't just animated by the hands of the many. For if the one fully masters themselves, it sets the example all evolve from. The ancient ancestor of all interactive isolation, Nintendo's alien mothership is the reason why I love this style of adventure so damn much. And in its prime rests the most empowered independence in this entire medium. Metroid Prime treasures the player in a way I believe legitimately strengthens them. It's the kind of unconditional faith that fuels your self-worth like you wouldn't believe. Like a kindred mom or dad you wanna make proud. I know you're not afraid. I know you can make it. Damn right I can! I'm talking to no one, and that's all I need. This is the only game in the franchise where I actually forget I'm controlling Samus. How the fuck do you forget Queen of the Cosmos? Because I conquered this planet. I found the MacGuffins. I destroyed the Metroid Prime. Shh, nobody tell him. All the firepower in the universe. Not a damn word spoken. And encased by immersion so unbreakable, it could replace your space helmet. Above all, Prime 1 targets my innocent intrigue and galactic phenomena with a homing super missile, delivering an explosion, both scary and beautiful, appealing to my inner child without treating me like a child. I can't believe I was lucky enough to exist alongside this. Why do we need others? It's an infinite riddle why even the gods we dream of pursue connections. Even the devil torturing others, making them scream. It's still company. Mayhaps the sign of something broken, desperate to get fixed. But it's by design, nothing to fix. I'm sorry. Am I scaring you? Are you afraid of going deep? Good! Feel what I feel! Last one in's a rotten corpse! You wonder why I found Resident Evil 8 badass and peaceful rather than scary? You could say boot camp took my legs! Subnautica mutates the grim sense of survivor's guilt into survivor's regret! I made a whole video on why this wet hell locks my nerves in the iron lung. But since nobody saw that, you're forgiven for making me reapply this roll-on PTSD. BioShock and its underwater dystopia is a Nick Jr. schlock block set beside this. The quest to get the hell out of there gives me the conventional feelings most people flash to when they think of being lonely. I want it! Shadowing jaws on a cosmic scale. The admittedly phenomenal open world free dive is what happens when you let Cthulhu sit in Pikmin's directing chair. The very same sanity-sucking power of his forbidden stare lives on in the shadowy ripples he sleeps in. I would love to say that it's simply the overpowered giants I can barely ever defend against that gets me so bad. Yet ain't my fucking rehab buddies for sure. But because Subnautica is so goddamn good at simulating even abyssal levels of open ocean, it legit triggers my worst real-life fear. All these monsters, all this infinite darkness, all this evolutionary inadequacy, it's real. And it's right fucking next to us. A playable beacon reminding us how little us compares to everything else we'll never know. And that's on top of being a sole plane crash survivor fighting for your goddamn life inside Neptune's illegal pet store! Would it have killed you to just kill me? The City of Tears founder comes clean. For nothing on earth enchants my lone self more than Team Cherry's tiny legend. Many fear being alone because it makes you feel small, insignificant, hollow, not knowing. That's the call for help which awakens the hero. Trading flesh and blood for Husk and Void, the greatest Metroidvania of all time, somehow manages to turn that terrible dread into captivating destiny. A blank soul's aimless steps into the sleeping kingdom of bugs turns into the rescue they need to wake from their tragic nightmare. The world, the characters, even the goals and symbols are so quiet. All that silence, all that time left in the dark tells you your uplifting story through emotions and choices you once thought were scary. It's beyond incredible to admit this damn game makes dying alone as a voiceless nobody feel like a dream come true. Every other entry on here inspired a quote I can't ever forget, but Hollow Knight is the only game where I happily ask, what am I? Nobody knows. Nobody tells me, and only I can answer. It's not just a land of dread in which I tread. It's a point of perfect paranormal peace. The themes and concepts you fight so hard to discover are so unspeakably layered and beautiful. They can change you. Higher beings, what life and death truly mean, and the power that even one tiny little thing nobody cares about can possess. Slowly, I begin to accept that making the sacrifice to imprison the untamable war of light and dark within my hollow shell means that something is finally there, and nobody found it for me. Once nothing, dreaming of something. This is being Fawful's Minion. Hollow no more. And now, give it up for the high tier patrons. A4X Guy, Akuma Kuma, Alex S. Warrior, Alfredo Jones, Antasma Akumu, Arctic Kaiju, Azazel the Undying, BF Rio, Beast Gamer, Burn 100B, Chibi Emiko, Cortamanch 437, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Diamond Ice, Double N, Eddie Talkspin, Eileen Tayasi, Emerald 192, Emily Infinite, Falk U, Fencer de Rio, Flame Chocobo, GamerFans 64, Goldsbro, TSG, Hero for Life, Ignitelist Gaming, Jake the Snake Arenstom, Jobot.11, Josie Baird, Justin Beliveau, JW Goji Fan, K-Dog, Kirby 484, Nightmare Steel, Kyle Wee 21, Love, Lucario Smash 246, Luke Johnston, Maze Arcana, Masao, Mathtron 5000, Matthew Smith, Morgan Arvite, Nathaniel Sterling, Panther J, Patrick Sandlin, Peter Shepard, put 9 Volt in Smash Bros, please. Renaku, Lord of Shadow, Roberto Del Fuego, Shining Silvally 777, Shiro THR, Skellington 977, Spencer Studios, The Gag Reflex, The Ultimate Sora, Thomas Drury, Tubazo 1989, Zay Zandeler, Exaox, Zack Attacker, Alpha Red, Anna Roloffs, Daniel Nance, Kairu Shinobi, Konaru, Luigi the Waddle Dee, Munchrai, Nova Strife, Philip Cross, Anthony Lucero, Augie and Panichu, Crunchy Boy, Dr. Dark 7, Mailman 019, Mitchell Roberts, and Shade 2800. May we meet again!